Alright, I'm gonna see if I can make this. I'm gonna see if I can make this as quick as possible. Hold on. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can make this as quick as possible. Really, really quick as possible. Head of Phil Spencer. Not head of Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer, head of Xbox. This man came out and said that next generation next generation exclusives are this man came out and said next generation exclusives aren't for the gamers. Oh God, I swear this man. I think this man needs to actually just shut up and actually just stop talking. Like, wait till you do your show upon your exclusive showcase before you start running your mouth about exclusives. You are in no position, you stupid retarded. You are in no position to tell Sony or Nintendo whether or not they should have exclusives or not. You have not an exclusive for a long time. All those games are on freaking PC. The fact of the matter is, you talk as if you've been in this industry long enough to say, I can control the narrative. You cannot control the narrative. You've been losing this entire generation. Do not start, boy. I don't like Phil Spencer. I know every Xbox nigga gonna say, "Oh, why you hating on Phil Spencer?" Nigga, I don't hate Xbox, and I don't hate Phil Spencer. I hate his attitude. In fact, I want Xbox to do better, but the fact of the matter is, they don't seem to want to do better. Now, something. Why do people buy a next generation system if all their games are going to be played on the old generation system? In fact, all what he's saying, regardless, is counterintuitive, because the fact of the matter is, within 2 years, he's going to phase out the last generation system, regardless. Unless he's lying about that too, because this man's lied all generation. I don't like Phil. I want Don Matrick and Peter Moore, or Peter Moore, to come back, because Phil Spencer is not the guy. People have been saying that, and I've said that, but the fact of the matter is, Xbox niggas can't understand that Phil Spencer hasn't done anything good for the Xbox since he started. What has he done? He bought studios that should have been purchased long ago. He has canceled games and gave you retarded games. He canceled Scalebound, which people actually were excited for. He canceled Fable. And he says all of that was good for gamers. Which part of not getting good games is good for gamers? But PlayStation fanboys are hating when they speak out. How is that hating? How is that hating when you're trying to demand better? If you're if someone's competitor is not doing well, what the odds do you have? Like, it seems as if for Xbox to do good, PlayStation has to do bad. We know Phil Spencer's capping, because he's not saying anything good for the Xbox. Nothing he's saying right now is actually good for the Xbox. So you're not gonna have. He's saying basically, right? Next gen the games coming out for next gen won't be held back by last old generation hardware. I'm like, it's gonna be scalable like PC. Nick, are you stupid? Is this man actually stupid? Really, really, is he that stupid? PCs, there's a reason why developers do not work for PC games first. They work for consoles, then they go towards PC. And if they do make a game for PC, they have to make a separate one for consoles. Why? Because for one, PC is scalable in a different way. They have all different types of parts to actually work with. Consoles, you have one console, all set parts to work with, all set parts to work with to move forward to make. They don't have to think about all these other different parts in a PC that someone may not have. This person may have this person may have that, this person may have that. The fact of the matter is, they have a benchmark, and consoles is set in stone. If you're saying I'm gonna go back to old generation hardware because I can scale it down to that, that means you're not gonna be using your SSD. Because if you use your SSD and you anyone correct me if I'm wrong, if you are using your SSD in the for a Series X game, you basically, if you have basically the SSD is using having a lot of enemies come into the game all at once, you're not gonna be able to have that on the Xbox One X or One S or the original Xbox One. You gotta think of it like this. Then even though the Xbox One has been discontinued, the Xbox they've been discontinued, they are still in production. And if Phil Spencer's claims are so true, claim that you can scale back and up and down like PCs, then nigga, why don't you put it on the Xbox 360, nigga? There are people still using the Xbox 360 at this moment, so why not put it on the Xbox 360, you lying piece of son? And then claiming that you said before that exclusives are anti-consumer. So if exclusives are anti-consumer, then why the hell do you have? Why the hell do you have a? Do you even have a system? Why don't you be a third-party publisher? Bring those games to the PlayStation 5. Bring Halo. Because if you claim that you don't want to hold gamers back from games, like you said, Sony is holding these games and holding them to a specific platform. So that's not your end game accordingly. Because apparently Spider-Man's on PlayStation 5 exclusively. Spider-Man Miles Morales is on PlayStation 5 exclusively. And that's, according to you, is not good for the gamer. So let me ask you something. Why not put Halo on a PS4? Or a the PS5? Why not put the new Fable on PS5? Why not put Gears or your entire library on PS5? Why? Because then you would not be able to sell any. Then again, you do not want to sell systems anyway. You already stated that. So what is the point of your next generation hardware if you're not going to make next generation games? Why do we need to buy your system? These are general questions. I am actually very curious to find out. I want to know what is the reason for me to even decide I want an Xbox Series X. What is the reason I need to get an Xbox Series X? I don't know. And so far, Phil Spencer has not given me any reason to get one. Everything he says is do not buy an Xbox Series X. That's pretty much the vibes I'm getting from him. Do not buy an Xbox Series X. There is no need for you to do that. That's pretty much what I'm getting from Phil Spencer. And every single time I say Phil Spencer is not the guy, I am an Xbox hater. Pretty much. When I want great games from Xbox, oh, great games are gonna come. Y'all Xbox fans have been saying great games are coming from 2015, even before that. Wait till E3 2016. Wait till E3 2017. Wait till E3 2018. Wait till E3 2019. Wait till next gen. What's gonna happen now after the 23rd? Wait till E3 2021. Bro, I swear, man, it's like, mm, listen, I ain't seen this July 23rd event. It hasn't happened yet. It's not. It's around the corner, but y'all, Xbox can't hold back. And apparently they are set to hold back some games. No matter how you gonna hold back games when you haven't given anything for 5 freaking years, going on 7 years, almost the entire generation you've given Jack, and you're gonna hold back. And this is what Xbox fans are supporting. They ain't gonna give you any true next generation exclusives. No, you see, Sony's not holding the PS5 back. I mean, the PlayStation 5 back. Sony's not holding the last generation console back. They said that at the end of the day, third party will always hold their games back, and they will support the last generation hardware. They will still do that. And some aren't even putting the games on last generation hardware. Be- the fact of the matter is, developers themselves, Phil Spencer ain't no damn goddamn developer. He's just a mouthpiece. The fact of the matter is, there are developers out there that stated already they cannot work on last gen hardware. They have to put everything on the next generation hardware because what they want to do, their visions will not work. Say if their visions will not work, that means you do not have high ambitions for your system, for your games. This 23rd, which makes me kind of worried for your show. How am I going to be excited for a show that's not going to be taking full power of the Series X hardware? What is the point of me getting the Series X? And I still want an answer to that. I still want an answer to that question. Why? What is my reason for getting the Series X? Because Microsoft is every word they spit out of their mouth, they're not giving me any reason to get one. Why would I get an Xbox Series X? I already got an Xbox. At the end of the day, if I want to play any of the games, I can already play them right now. And when the Series X comes out, so why do I need it? Because Phil Spencer's already telling me you don't need to get one. They don't care if I get one. So okay, I don't need it. Then if you don't care since that I want one, then why the hell should I care? If you don't care, why should I care? Why should I care if you don't care about yourselves? I shouldn't care neither. Nigga, I'll get a PS5 and just kick the Xbox out to the curb, bro. I already got a Xbox One. I don't need another next gen system just to have a hardware that is not going to be supported, bro. Developers, lots of developers already have actually stated they cannot work on this gen hardware. They need next gen hardware. Even Sony, one of Sony's developers who made Horizon Zero Dawn, the reason they could not make Aloy there was no flying machines is simply because old generation the generation that they had, the hardware that they had was too limited. So if the hardware is too limited and the PS4 outperformed the Xbox One X regardless, I don't care what anyone says. If name a game that's better, name any one game that looks better than Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War. Name a game that's better. In fact, let me get a little closer to the end of the generation. Name a game that looks better than Spider-Man. Name a game that looks better than The Last of Us Part 2. Name a game that looks better than Ghost of Tsushima that is coming out very soon. Microsoft ended the generation early. They ended the generation in 2015 or even earlier. or even earlier, because they quit this entire generation, and then they're still telling you that you don't need to buy the next gen system, bro. They don't care. They have a I don't care mentality, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Y'all Xbox fans out there can be praising Phil Spencer every freaking day, nigga. I don't care. The fact of the matter is, if they're not producing, why should I care? That's all. That's all I want to know. Cause Phil Spencer ain't doing a lick of job right. They ain't doing nothing right so far. So why should I care? Why should anyone care? Why should you care? To any Xbox fan, why should you care about getting an Xbox Series X? Because I don't see a reason. If you got an Xbox One X, you're already getting 4K Ultra HD. That's what Phil Spencer said. You are already getting 4K Ultra HD, and all their games are going to be run on the Xbox One, Xbox One S, and Xbox One. So why buy an next gen system? If it's just for graphics, and by all means, what you should be getting really is a PC. What you should really be getting is a PC, because a PC will outperform the Xbox One regardless. It will outperform the Xbox Series X regardless. So what is the point of getting the console? This is why I don't understand where Phil Spencer's head is at. I don't think he cares about this gaming stuff, and I don't know where he gets the guts to come out there and say what Nintendo and Sony are doing are anti-consumer. Nigga, where have you been for the past freaking four. Sony's been in what, 5 generations? That's why Nintendo's been in there even longer. Nigga, who the hell are you? PS1, PS2, PS3, we're going into the 5th generation. Nintendo's been in there longer. Nintendo has been in there longer. Sega Genesis. Sega Genesis been when the Dreamcast came out, they didn't say, "Oh, we need to put games on the older hardware because it is anti-consumer to bring games forward." Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I swear Phil Spencer is absolute freaking retarded dipshit. I hate cursing, but I'm going to be real. He's an idiot, and to have him as the head of Xbox, bro, and y'all, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't think Phil Spencer's ready for the position he's at. I don't think he's the right person for the job. And as I said, I want Peter Moore, or I want Don Matrick to come back at the head of Xbox, because when they were at the head of Xbox, you were getting great games. You were getting great games back in the 360 era. That's the golden age, and they're never ever going back there with Phil Spencer at the head of Xbox. They're never ever going to get back there with Phil Spencer at the head of Xbox. You got Game Pass because they couldn't sell games anymore. What the hell? They couldn't sell games, so they put in Game Pass. And the funny thing is about Game Pass is all those games in Game Pass are the same games y'all didn't buy to begin with. That's why Game Pass even exists. So the fact that the matter is, all those games in Game Pass you didn't want to purchase to begin with to make your platform better are the same games y'all are paying money for right now in the subscription service. The fact of the matter is, let me break this down. When you have no internet, Game Pass doesn't work. The games you have downloaded doesn't work. And PlayStation now has more downloadable games than Game Pass. And they're better games also. These services are BS, and they should not, none of them are any good. But that's the route Xbox wants to make, and y'all want to stick by Microsoft because I think it's actually, if I was to be honest, I think it's actually a a patriotic thing. Because the reason Xbox even got into the gaming space to begin with is because Sony was a big Japanese giant and they did not want anyone from outside of the United States to take over in the Xbox in the living room of the United States. I think it's a patriotic thing. They just do not want a Japanese company to take over the United States in the gaming space. I don't think Microsoft cared enough about the gaming industry. Phil Spencer had to try and convince Satya Nadella that they can actually make this properly. The niggas didn't care. They did not care. And Phil Spencer definitely doesn't care. He just doesn't want to lose his job. He works at Xbox. If Xbox goes, niggas out of a job. Let's be real about that. He's out of a job if Xbox goes. They're trying to save his job. Bro, it's just stupid, bro. I'm tired of listening to. I'm tired of just listening to Phil Spencer speak. Like, man, you should just shut up and stop talking, bro. Stop. Stay in your lane. Just stay in your lane, dog. You losing this generation. Stay in your lane. You gonna lose next generation too. Just stay in your lane. Your platform seems to always gonna be losing. So stay in your lane. Stop talking about PlayStation. Stop talking about Nintendo, dog. You ain't you literally said yourself that your competition is Amazon and Google. Stay in your damn lane. Stay in your damn lane. Let Google whoop your ass too. Let Google and Amazon whoop your ass too, cause they're just as profitable as you. So let's let them whoop your ass too, bro. Y'all something else, bro. Y'all something else, and the fan base is just y'all stupid too. Y'all are some, bro. I heard the Xbox Series X is gonna be 25 teraflops. 25 teraflops, and the PS5 is only gonna be 10 because of bro. I swear. I'm not even gonna stay on this. I just wanted to do this because I didn't want to make a video. So I don't even know if I even wanted to make this video because this was just stupid regardless. But I've never seen such the most retarded comment in history. Like Phil Spencer, like the stupidest moron I've actually seen at the head of a console division. Telling people, for one, do not buy my hardware. Two, you don't have to buy my games. And he lied too. He lied too. He said Xbox when you have Game Pass, you games sell. That's not true, because if you look at the stats, Gears 5 sold less than Gears 4. Every all the Halos in the past, they sold more than Halo 5 and Halo 4. So correct me if I'm wrong. Hey, I may be wrong. Those stats by Halo, I may be wrong on. And I will admit if I'm wrong. But the fact of the matter is, Microsoft they just straight up lie. They won't even give you the details on how Game Pass is doing. If Game Pass is meant to be your new metric, because you seem to change up like a freaking woman every 5 minutes, what is your Game Pass metrics? How is the freaking thing doing? You can't tell, huh? That's Xbox. No, they can't sell games, so they try and lie to you. That's Xbox, bro. That's been Xbox since they got Game Pass into the mix. And I guarantee you, knowing that game prices are now going up to like $70, I guarantee you, Xbox Game Pass is gonna go up just the same. They're gonna be like $20, freaking 30 freaking bucks. But watch, you see. Oh, my word. I expect that to be 20, 30 to 40 freaking bucks. And I guarantee you, no one's gonna say nothing. They're gonna say, oh, I'm only paying freaking 30, 20, even 60 if it goes up to $60. They'll be like, oh, I'm only paying $60. It's less than less games every year. Like I have more games in there, but you don't own nothing. You don't own none of those games. You are basically paying $6 every single month to borrow a game. And all those marketing transactions you spend in those games, you ain't gonna keep them. So by the end of next generation, you'll if it does stay at 999, which I doubt it will, because you're not making any money off of it. If you stay at 999, and that's just only if it's 999, right? That's only if it's 999. If you stay at 999 for the entire generation, let's say the generation is like 7 years, next gen, right? 2021 to 2021 to like 2028. Microsoft would have gone 800, almost $1,000 from you, and you ain't paid for it. You ain't owned nothing, not one game. That is a rip off. Some companies don't even want to put games in Game Pass, nigga. Cyberpunk, that ain't going in Game Pass. And even though Microsoft has a marketing right, that is not going in Game Pass. They don't want to put it in there. Why? 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 Because it's not making them any money. The amount of money you're gonna see less and less games going Game Pass, and the reason is games are getting more expensive to make. One, and they're not gonna see a return on sales because of Game Pass. That's two. Three, Game Pass doesn't sell. If you are, I know people who have bought Game Pass for got Game Pass for $1 because of that thing that was going on, and they have theirs all the way up to 2022, 2023. That is a long time to be paying $1, and they boast up and line that, oh, we got 10 million subscribers. Nigga, I subscribe and unsubscribe. I count as a freaking subscriber. So the fact of the matter is, every single time I've decided, oh, I'm gonna subscribe and get them and play this game, and I'm gonna unsubscribe. That is being counted as a freaking subscriber. So no wonder they got freaking 10 million subscribers. No one's No one's like continuously paying that money. And if you are continuously paying for that money, it's not a lot of you. Nigga, if there's a specific game I want, which there isn't on the Xbox right now, I would pay for it. I would pay for it. Heck, I don't even feel the need to even purchase an Xbox game anymore. I'll just put $9 in there, get out, beat the game, get out, and done with it until something else comes out if it's actually good. Because they're telling you don't need to buy none of their games anymore. There's one unicorn that's just one person. So I'll pay for the new Halo, new Fable, all at launch, beat it all in 1 month, and cancel my subscription because that's what Microsoft wants. So it's okay. It's okay. I'll play the Fable at launch for $9 a month. I'll play the Halo for $9 a month. And when wait for something else to come out, because not everything they're gonna have is exclusive at launch. And if they do have some other exclusives at launch, when the 23rd comes, I'll play those within the month too. I'll dedicate a month just for Xbox games. Then I'll cancel my subscription. In fact, I'll cancel way before that actually, because there's no need for it. There's no need for the Xbox to buy any Xbox game. I don't buy Xbox games no more. I'm sorry I even bought any. Because if I knew this is the route they were going, I would never purchase an Xbox game. I wish I could just ask for a refund. Because all these games are suddenly gone into Game Pass. What is the point of owning these games? There is none. Man, I let this go on for far too long, man. I wasn't even gonna let this go for so long, bro. I just want to get my voice. I just want to speak, bro. I don't know. I just wanted to speak, but I'm out. I'm out with this. I'm done. Peace. Uh, stop.